nyama kwa ba ede eba Royal TV eso ebusan formula so se kase abobo no akan kase mu ina yede ebremu ensem yede ba no didi makotin no ebi eni Omai Ghana enye sika $2.86 billion na ekwan ba so na Ghana enya sika no emuchimbo yede beba
Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama so share mu a woni ebibrema man penny focus ya no wasan abedru omeyim
Weni ensembi eka ho bi nyababwa no ye nina ede ebesomo Royal News eso bi do say akwasi hweho mene
nana amasewa amwabe
yanyi mrene nsem nankasa no yenkenkan na emfa emamo international monetary funds for ede babetu edwa se 2024 no emu Omai Ghana enye sika bi na sika enya nyina eye Ghana eka yede no yahwe asanso aponpon ho abubu hu se yenye sika bi ede free sa eka no eho ya eye $2.86 billion niska yenya ede efri hu na enkani kiremu a emu $657 billion no babe ko Omai Ghana nsa 2025 ya na edi abo eye oman no eho ebra oso afo his kasem so owura to Forson ne sansemu etuja
IMF program that had a comprehensive debt restructuring as a conditionality. This became necessary because our debt at the time was unsustainable and there was the need for Ghana to meet debt sustainability threshold for low-income countries, sometimes known as the LAC DSA. The thresholds were A. Reduce debt to GDP ratio to below 55% by the year 2028 in present value terms. B. To reduce the external debt service to revenue ratio to below 18% from 2028 onwards. And C. To ensure that no external financing gap exists during the IMF program period. One of the key elements of the debt restructuring was the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding by the Official Creditors Committee for Ghana. The former Minister of Finance, the Honorable Mohamed Amin Adam, commenced the process for the signing of the MOU by individual members of the Official Creditors Committee in June 2024. I'm pleased to announce that following His Excellency the President's directive, we have made significant progress in Ghana's external debt restructuring. On the 17th of January 2025, I, in my capacity as Minister of Finance designate, met with Ghana's advisors and the technical team of the Ministry of Finance to discuss the state of affairs, create a timeline, and outline action plan for implementation. Since then, the Ministry of Finance team have worked tirelessly to advance the President directive. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a significant milestone from the team, and we are pleased to inform all Ghanaians that the Memorandum of Understanding reached with the Official Creditors Committee last June has now been fully signed by all 25 participating creditors countries. The signing of the MOU simply means that there is $2.8 billion worth of debt relief that the government of Ghana is going to benefit from. That is the bottom line, and I think it's a good news. And the Official Creditors Committee, made up of 25 different countries, have agreed to the terms. They signed the MOU. We are now going to implement the terms of the MOU with all the 25 different countries. So in the coming days, we hear the timetable. Thank you.
Penny Yera John Dramani Mahama Edine Famiensa esi de niswa okuku piemu ewo Kenya awo nkropon eye Nairobi emu na eye ebibiman awodo mu empanimfo wo enhye mu aya na woye ye ka ne Portugal sem se AU summit no ene woko ekoye na woni mpanimfo kohia yese sa adwenhwe kwan ya ebibiman befa so etumpon na wakọ wani mu no ofa akwanya ne so na oman bi etese Angola ena fe Tanzania so no woko honom ene won panimfo ekodi nkomo yema mpani John Dramani Mahama echire mu a na sa enkomobo nyina no echire ayonkofa eda aman mienu entamo ne kwan ye befa so a aman betumi aboaboa won ho ama watimi akonkan yema mpani be piemu ewo man kotokawem hyengina bia no Yewura Julius Debra a wono eye chief of staff ene mpanimfo akuku dambi ene wo mkohia no a wo mo ema na kwaba Yewura Felix Ofosukwache a ene wo kasa ewo mampani atena ya na we kasamafo ewo mampani atena ya ne sentrofo kasai echechire mu ne fo miensa ya mampani ekoye no ne efrimu ba ye no kire mu se ne mampani koye nyina no eye se obeboa ama amaya bodo miensa yi ayonkofa eda won ne Ghana ntamo no emu bayire na afa ni titire so watimi aboa yen amomai sikasem ejina ne nan eso.
The president just returned home from Tanzania, which was the last leg of a 3-nation tour. The tour began with a brief stopover in Angola, where President Mahama engaged his Angolan counterparts, held some bilateral discussions which revolved around ways that could be explored to deepen the already very healthy ties between Ghana and Angola and explore areas of mutual cooperation for the economic benefits of both nations. It was a brief visit, just a couple of hours. After that, His Excellency headed for Kenya, where he was invited by the President of Kenya, who is a champion of the reforms, institutional reforms of the African Union. So an event, which is the extended bureau meeting of the African Union institutional reform, was convened, at which His Excellency President Mahama underscored the need for deep-seated reforms in the way that the African Union operates and carries out its mandate, so that the benefits of Pan-Africanism and regional integration can be better felt by the hundreds of millions of people living on the African continent. It was a very fruitful event, and every indication is that following on from that meeting, more progress will be made in terms of the far-reaching reforms that need to be carried out, in the African Union for the benefit of all.
Yatwa ensam so a yemfa yani emfa nkyere emrahye bedwefie na speaker akasa speaker nsema wo kan nyina ene se sisi Ghana yani abrepa ye pese yehwe na glamsi no yeku editia ne senti no empanifo ye nhia ahoro pese glamsi ne beku atia ne nsuwa eni ate ewo memasi na abotoye muso aba ne senti wo kyerese se wo mrahye bedwefie na se wo yobi a wo hye mra ewo mrahye bedwefie ono mu a hwe ena sa glamsi wa fa ho akwaji bi se wonim na de ho akwaji na ohun se onua somasi uka ho bia obehwese mra no enu bedi.
You must be prepared as a house to bite the bullets. We must lead and show the way. And please, if I get any information that any of you is involved in Galamsey, we will start taking the necessary action from the house. Please, if you know them, submit their particulars to me. To be a member of parliament is not an easy thing. Just to be left to a subcommittee to determine your fate. I resisted it. Today, if we go by what those who were pushing it through, if we are gone by it, as we sit here, my colleagues in the minority who are imperiled, at any time that the majority wanted any of you to vacate the seat, they would have gotten that decision taken by that committee. Because it will not come back to the House. It's referred to the committee. The majority of the members in that committee will be the majority caucus on the right side. They will go and take the decision there that you have vacated your seat. because you've been absent without permission of the Speaker for 15 days. And people were trying to convince me that that was the right interpretation of the law. How many of you would have been left now? Your leaders kept on insisting on this floor that that was the right interpretation of the Constitution. Even though I drew their attention to the dangers involved, they were blinded because they were in the majority. I'm sure now they will see the wisdom of that decision. Many people criticized me, and I stood my ground. And I'm sure I've been vindicated. So sometimes when I take time to pontificate, as some people refer to it, please, it's good for you to listen. Because where I am now, I can sit down and see 100 kilometers. Even if you climb the Iroko tree, you won't see what I will see.
West Africa Examination Council etwa wontia from wayek adwumako abomo na ehwe ensore kyerɛso ewa bibiman atoye afam ehasem na wonkrabata ewo kumase no ebeto dwa se akyerɛkyerɛfo bi awofo na afei enkoda bi a wo makyerɛ won sore awi a wo results bi akamo no wo mkɔbɔ dompem ewo honom ne nyina ne se na no wasi sore a ye mafra ne kɔkyerɛ afei twɛmo no ne susu anso ne ba ye ne suku pebre na and one dear be one of more subjects ni be ama and I'm sorry so my name Kodana ni awofo no hwehwe and age wo mo kyerɛ sɛ one person wo mo kɔ wani mu na wo kɔ suapon ahodo nso adanse die krata ye certificate a ɛbɛboa ama won saka no dodo na won de ne ebidida mu a ɛma won tumi enkro and I'm sorry so ama enu a wo mo enyina gitwi ekopie mu wa ye kia wo mo se ne ɛwɔ sɛ mpanimfo keneken wade wo mo results na wade ahye nkotokuo mu no wo mu ema womo enam so ema awofo ni bi ene nkoda ni bi ekasa ye kire ye se ne enkoso no eha dwen a emoa ni nyina mu no wa ye kempanimfo so eba abonten ne betu dwa se so retro ni mu no wo mu se ne ma bi koso a entwa ye na enhwehwe mu a wo ye se be ya bibia bededin na asomdua aba no emu bi nti ene ma woto nsa frɛ wo mu
yetoa ensem no so a yenko eye twifupra so na odwani ekye no mu a enkra fi ababeka yensa ene se shop bi ya wonom eton good ewumu emaya mienu bi egbawura shop ni emaya no ba ko mfie dunum ba ko so mfie enwotwe na wonom ekọ honom no de oti shop ni ene dia no o mankoto no enam so ama shop no ewura sika wonom afa asanso afa eye good ede aka ho
no ewia anasa no fa ewia bra na abo duba ko ede kobo edumienu emu honom ena abranche ya wono oto good anaso disi ka kokko hudwa ewo twifu praso eye old hospital the junction ne so ho pe ena tese otonton ne niema ya na ni nyina ne se emaya mienu emaya yi osusu se ba ko mfie a wadi no eye edu enu ena ba ko so mfie a wadi no osusu se eye enwotwe na se 8 years na afi 15 years na omo ebowura abranche eye boaten the shop a ototo good no na bro mu wura ho no na abrantie no woni ho wapie a okwa akoto aduane na emaya ne bowura ho mu si woni ho no e na trese eye de wanje yusu wanya mfisia edunum no abrantie ne drawer ewo ho wasa the table isi ho atese oto good na odini sika no edika de to drawer no ansa na okofi asa na odi agudi bag mu abaya na yusu wadi mfie edunum no etwe drawer no na oyi boa bi ewo mu a na etise sika ewo eno de ma de ni nua ketwa na wo ka no ho a ono so yesu wanya mfisia enwotwe no ewo na mu pieye etu mu pieye no anche bia na mu kohia a eye abranti ototo goodwi ewo ekwa nu ho pe ena obuso omo so omo ko he ena ma ye beka so ye ko wachi na ye ko na uni ho na ye pe ade bi ye fe no med sa med yo mo ye goodu mo duma do mo ni pa ms omo se be eno omo di chi goodu no ena bo atin san so de omo ba mi shop ho no ebe yi med bi ena wode ma awo mo enti be do hwiri mi enu achi obi ba ye se oba beton ni goodu na wa di goodu na wi no kwa akotwe drawer no we sika no de atua the over beton gold nika or contract draw one. The sika edemu what they say a 41,000 Ghana cedis. Sika ni na eko eniwo. Eno omoko yi CCTV camera. Na omoko hwe mu se sa ma ya yi a ebo ati isi a omo kwan na no a omo se omo permit enu ti wodo omo ba ne shop obi yi med yi ma wo mu no sa ma ya no ne ba so ho ha omo abetam sika twitwi di enti se ne sika nko enye 41,000 na cedis nko no omo tamu ye omo tro omo san so se sa gold bi a omo enim ne dodo esa so edeka ho edeko ya CCTV camera de etinya se ma ye na nso so enwemu no ebra ye ne omanfo a omo eho mantem otwetwe nko no omo te se omo nim ma ya no otwufuka so kuro omo nte twufuka so kuro mo na so omo ye ho eno omo do bani tire twufuka so kuro mo no ma abranti shop eno omo abedi sai ambana semi me no ka sai enya de sai asosifo ensa ka enkola mu bia eye ma ya mi ya yesu se ba kwanya mfisi adunu ba ko so anya mfisi am fi na de sai asosifo ensa aka omo bia no to police command ko ni abre fa
afi ye fa ye ni enchemu ewo atebubu na arawosem a yensa ka ede free atebubu echiremu a ayonkofo mienu a wadi agro ache mfie be senum nie ene wo mo edi agro enei obi nim nie efri soro ebete bayire ahomemu a ama sese wa ayonkofa no abadweye ama ayonkofo no baako wafa kotokuro na wode adwudwa ne yonko mo echiremu a na ba ko ne din ede agoro wayade a wono wanya finhia aduanan ene meka sai wono ena efremu ena ne yonko a wono ede tanko no enya finhia aduanan emienu na wo mo achiremu sai nkofo yi eye nkofo bi a wo medi agoro achepa a na anu adakora na wo mo gina wono mu a wo mo esre ewibo mu enti wo bi nim ne ba ya ema ba ko buafo ene wode sekan adwudwa ne yonko meka sai de wo fremu no wode ne mu no akwa akɔhye mukrabia enna ne wodi saabone ne so no wakwa akɔka aposifo ensa wo ye ensem no mu enhwehwɛ mu
emra so se de amawodo so nsem ede ebremu yatoa ensem no so o amawodo so ensemu a yemfa yani emfa enkyere eye US abuchimemu na akɔ US abuchimemu a akwakoye arosem ofise omampanyin Donald Trump ba waba no pamoa ena wo pamo omamfo we no eye omom nam kwan bone so kuti kwan so piemu ewo eye US abuchimem honom ogusua pamo na pamo no ebifo ka ho bi o de bifo eba na Ghana fo baby saa so na Nigeria fo baby enam so ma Nigeria mampanyin bullet ni bu akasa din se metodwa echim se senie omampanyin Donald Trump eye niema no nani enye ho niema ekoso a so asanso beto Nigeria man no eso se utukwan kopiemu e US abuchimemu nti omampanyin bulletin bu echiremu a enam so amono so ayenhyeye ni so nso yinyina ne se dwumadie bi a wonom ani American edibia tintontan ono so abloke otwem uchirim se eye Nigeria man no wonom ewo omobia baako ewo America memo Washington DC ho watum sanso so ene wochim se eye fan ho sensem skase bi se ono hwed koma eye America man so no so wotwem enti panyini echirim se eniema hodro a ono so na America man eyi nyina no ye ka se ono so etwetwa nyina mu a ono so ni America man so eni hwe eye
afi yede ni echim ewo DR Congo wo mukro ba ko a ede goma emu arewosem a yensaka ede free wo chiremu a mentemu ase asori ewo goma kro ni mu amasesei enipa dodo na ene wani aye won yayaya wo mu chiremu a wo ko DR Congo a ekro ba ko a edwadie ekoso wo hopa na ebua ma won sikasem egina wona so eye goma ekro no emu na ene basabasa ye asori ama ntokwa mentemu ase ntine asomdwe ni meka say entokwa ninti no enipa bi ahwere wo mo nkwa ene enipa be se edunso ena abeto dwa se wo mo ahwere wo mo nkwa ma afofo be se ahanan wo mo so eprepre mu oden asrafo bi a wo mo free ama ahodo bi so se South Africa de wani kire mu senke wo kwa akoboa ama asomdwe akoso nyina no abeto dwa se ebikura eprepra se ade nani ayenyan enam so ama DR Congo mpanifo atonsa African Union penifo se wo momra mu mehwe se won betumi abekasa kire wo manfo wonom ama manum asomdwe bua ama niema etumi akoyia
Ebusian for kase de bremo Royal TV so Royal News ahead ni nyina e de AC bidin do say akosi hweho mene
Nana Amasewa Amwabe.
Ena masema mo enitie eni hwa enyado yakramo